What up?
Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
I can hear you.
Oh no.
Yep. Testing. Hey, everybody, welcome back. That was awful because my mic wasn't broadcasting. This is Murder on the Dragon Express. It's gonna be a horrendous one-shot that I made up on the spot. And introduced everybody. You know, Lexi, Garrett, Muse. You know them if you watch Academy of Doors, if you watch Mad Mage, if you watch a pirate campaign. You know these faces. And
These are the
you
faces
guys,
that haunt your nightmares.
yes, this is going to be horrendous. I don't know why I'm doing it. Anyways, you all find yourselves sitting in this train compartment on the Dragon Express as it makes its maiden voyage through the snow-capped mountains of the continent of Dragon's Beard. It's a continent of just ice and snow, where giants and dragons live of pure ice. So that's fun. And in this train compartment, it's just a variety of like silks adorning it, covering the windows, leopard print chairs everywhere made of just pure suede material, and people just dressed in various high-end clothing. And you notice a lot of people are drinking champagne and just being rich, snooty people. And when I come to say your name, introduce your character, what they look like possibly, and what they might be doing in this sort of like snooty, rich person compartment of the train. So, Lexi.
Yes. Selhusena is an apparent human female, pale of skin, red of hair, with one brown eye and one milky white eye. On her right side of her face, the one which has the milky white eye, her face is heavily scarred as if by an axe splitting her face. She is currently resting arms akimbo against a chair with her maul kind of tucked underneath her arm, looking not pleased by the entire event, just a little bit bored. She looks like she's there probably guarding somebody.
All right. And Garrett.
Oh boy. So, you would see a dog-like person sitting in one of the booths, and he's got piercings everywhere. Piercings through his nose, through his ears, through his flesh, and there are glyphs all painted all over his body.
Okay.
He carries a massive and longbow on his back.
Okay. Muse.
Quick question about my race before I confirm anything. Do they age like dogs?
No, they age like people, but they
Okay.
don't have any hair. It's more like Anubis style flesh, just black flesh.
Just black flesh.
Yep.
Okay. So in that case, you see this extremely short, actually very young dog-like creature being dragged towards the front of the train. Because wait, is the rich person thing like up close to the engine of the train?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure it works like a plane where like they're closer to the front. Kicking and screaming, just all sorts of obscenities and just extremely foul mouth, but you can tell by like the dialect the person isn't very book learned. They've probably been on the streets their entire life. And you pick up snippets that they may or may not have been found hiding in one of the baggage claim areas, trying to hitch a ride. He is dressed in a very tattered cloak, and only the cloak, much to the chagrin of any of the rich people looking at this gnarly-looking black dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
And over his head, he wears a larger kind of bone mask that looks like it's probably too big for him. So it kind of like is always flopped into the back. So you see his face despite the mask. So it's always like here, like pointing upwards at random angles. It kind of flops as he's like screaming and yelling. It's like, you fucking bastards, you piece of yeah, it's just like it's bad. Like you probably
Yes.
see rich people like covering their mouth like, oh my.
All right.
And that's Grit Tooth, the Kevishe, a homebrew class from our dear DM.
You notice, and all of you notice that this like jackal-esque humanoid is getting carried away. The figures that carry him away look like they're mechanical constructs almost. They look like, imagine like one of the Three Musketeers if they were a construct.
That's cool.
They're wearing like brown leather hats with a leather like feather plume, and like just like this weird sort of leather cloak that is just draped over them, sort of like a really shitty shirt. Almost like a guild tabard almost, and you see their entirely construct body sort of from the side, like so it's like it drapes over the front and drapes over the back, but you can see through the side because there is no side to this fabric. And you see their heavily like golden mechanical body. They have a rapier sort of welded onto their right arm, and they have a mechanical twirly mustache and a mechanical beard that comes to a point, like a curved up point. And they're carrying away this this jackal. And other people are just like looking at him in disgust, drinking their champagne and going back to their activities.
Meanwhile, Selena sitting like this and going, huh. Not making any moves to do anything, just amused.
Watching as this screaming, yelling thing gets carried away.
Well,
Must have done something.
actually, hi. He's going to stand up and just start following.
Sure. Yeah, you can
and
follow
just
pretty
wherever
easily.
it goes.
Yeah, because there's so many people and no one's gonna really see you. And you watch these two like mechanical musketeers sort of carry him and open up this door, and they push him through the door and they throw him into this sort of like holding area, and then they walk out of the room and go back into the room to guard the room, like and they guard this train compartment.
Oh, okay. So they eventually just turn around and see me that
Yeah.
I'm following them.
Yeah.
The cursing has not stopped, by the way. In fact, it has probably grown louder.
In the cell you're thrown into, you see two figures sitting there. One is this little gnome figure with like purplish blue hair, and they're wearing like dark robes with skulls on them, and one of their hands is just pure bone, and they're sitting there just with their eyes closed, just tapping their feet on the ground and humming to themselves. The other, and it's a female gnome. The other figure is a. The other figure is, well, there's two other figures. Fuck it. One of the other figures is a little mushroom man wearing like this weird like fungal like shawl, and he's sitting there just twiddling his mushroom thumbs, and he's maybe about 2 feet tall, maybe a little bit less, just sitting there on the bench. His feet are nowhere near touching the ground, and he's just kicking them back and forth, twiddling his thumbs. And the third figure
The old Dilly.
is this old man who's nearly blind, nearsighted, very old and decrepit, and you see he's just a really old and decrepit old man in like poor people clothes, and he just looks like he can't see all that well or hear all that well. And yeah, the gnome female has her left hand is just pure bone, and she's holding this really weird looking wand in that hand.
Cool.
And as you push into the cell, Griduth, that's what you see. These 3 figures just sitting there.
And so Gritooth's just he's finally tuckered out from like, actually no, he's nowhere near tired. He's used to screaming and shouting for hours on end. He kind of just gives the door a heavy kick and then like starts bouncing on one foot, cursing even more because he just hurt himself before turning to look at the other 3. He's like, all right, here's the law here. I am now all of your bosses. Like, stick with me. I'll get you out of here. We'll score big. It'll be fine.
Old Dilly's nobody's boss.
I'm
He's got
sure
other
you-
shit.
Maybe clacks her finger bones at him. Clack, 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 clack.
What does Portobellum say to that? I'm totally making you all play 2
Portobello
characters.
Just keep glaring at this almost nude, nasty-looking motherfucker, and just like, fucking children. Nobody raises them these days.
You are in the presence of Nivi Sugar Skull Quasiver. Do not speak to me this way.
Campaign
Gritooth
crossover.
actually stops for a moment. It's like, who names their kid? Never mind. I just thought of my name.
It is a nickname, you unlearned.
Oi. I might be unlearned, but I'm not too dumb.
You're in the presence of royalty. Eh?
Maybe they will kill one of you, and then I can bring back your bones.
The funny thing you notice is that one of these figures isn't humanoid. It's just literally like a sentient mushroom person, about 2 feet tall.
All right.
And
Maybe has also probably like already like poked him with her her fingers.
Oh, Portobellum was also a necromancer, so you'd probably be sharing a few insights with him.
well, Circle of Spores druid, but yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you would be like, aren't my fingers so cool?
it seems really inconvenient.
And the
How
funny-
is that even medically sound?
And the funny thing
Well,
is,
I'm gonna sound for old Dilly's ears.
at this point, Portobellum is probably level 17. Like this is like around the time of the Pandemonium one shot, so he would have been on this train just for shits and giggles.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he's probably like up here, so he didn't have to pay for a ticket. He just knew he could escape at some point.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are there any grates in this holding cell?
Yep, there's a grate that is meant for human excrement.
Fantastic. Does it look like the tiny Kebuche could probably fit through it?
It looks like everyone in this room could fit through it.
Fantastic. He is he's not even gonna like grimace. He's just gonna walk up straight to it and be like, can I actually pick this thing up? Does it look like it could be removed?
Give me a strength check with advantage.
Okay.
Just because fuck the rules of D&D for this one shot.
What you up to there, fella?
Straight for the underground. Oh wait, speaking
You
of, I
are
was gonna
very old.
Maybe just like turns to look at this old ass man.
Yeah, well,
How old was old Billy again?
At least I've still got my cane. Old Dilly is in the 7th decade.
And he's a
So
human.
close enough to death that if I wait here for like mere moments, I could bring you back as a zombie.
Yes, perhaps. No,
Okay, note
Not
where
right
my
now, though.
actual dice are, so I'm just gonna roll via Discord.
Okay.
It's okay. Mibby and the old dude were just talking about how maybe he's gonna bring him back once he bites it.
yes. Well,
So even
Old
with
Dilly don't go
advantage,
down
still
too easy.
flat roll.
You won't go down too easy? Maybe I shall help you along. Clack, 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 clack. Are you feeling faint?
You see, he's got this table leg as a cane.
Oh
And
yeah.
the top of it is a little loose, and you see him just start to jiggle it. And he really probably can't make you out too well, but because he can only see about 10 feet.
I just realized everybody
Everything else is really blurry.
I don't have Mibby's character sheet on me.
Does a 16 work for you, boss?
Yeah, you lift it up.
Okay.
And at this rate, as you
lift
lift it up, you hear an explosion in the rich person compartment. Just.
Cool, my Palistar's dead.
Smells like a Tuesday.
And
Tuesday for Old Dilly.
and Hahihi and Celestina, you guys are in the compartment as one of the walls, just literally like up the side of the train, just blows up, and just there's a massive gaping hole in the side of the train as this train is going like 600 miles per hour on this rail. It's super fast, and people are getting sucked out from the force of it.
Celusina like immediately tears like the nice dress that whoever probably hired her forced her to wear. Like immediately tears it on both sides so she can use her legs properly. Takes out her maul and goes, "Who wants it?"
And you watch as those two like musketeer-esque guards get sucked out of the hole too and fly away. Just.
If there's
No.
anybody that's about to fly out, Haha is just gonna grab him.
Okay, yeah, it's a very chubby little boy who's been stuffing his face with brownies. He looks like a very, very fat Hansel.
Okay, and
He's like maybe 7 years old. He's like
yeah.
maybe he's like 150 pounds.
Yeah, he's guessing that, this is the best time of any, and he's just gonna bite into this.
So this like this like really fat like.
I mean, they're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, this
so
really
he's
fat like
just,
7-year-old
grabbing
gets
something
like
that's about
pulled
to
out
die.
of the train, and you grab him just in time as he flies away. And he's like, "Oh, thank you for saving me, mister."
You're welcome.
And you like, where do you bite him? Like on the throat?
Yeah.
You just bite into his jugular and tear his throat out. Nobody's really paying attention, and
And then I just toss him out the hole.
and his body just sails away.
Celusina looks around, realizes that her quarry, the person she was here to guard and who had hired her, like had already gotten sucked out, and went, "Oh fuck it, I'm going somewhere else."
And at this rate, you see all of the compartments behind, you see people trying to like force their way up, into your compartment, and the only way for you guys to go is through the door that leads into the prison holding area.
Oh well, that mutt might still be in there. I go in.
Calling him mutt.
All right, so as the three of
Not
you,
you.
or as the two of
little-
you make your way into this room, you see that Jackalesque humanoid and some other figures like currently like trying to like pull open this like sewer grate in the bottom of not this drainage grate in the bottom of their cell.
What's up, Pop?
He's gonna turn around
going
and
on
like,
here.
Yeah, that was fucking-
Hey, I ain't done nothing. Nothing you can prove anyway. It's not
Hey.
my fault.
Didn't ask. Just said,
Whatever.
"What's up?"
Talk.
Oh,
And he'll
Oh,
just
right.
point his glaive at you.
At me?
No, at the dog-like fellow. It's not super aggressive. It's just he's just pointing it, kind of matter of fact. Just talk.
You know, glaives don't really work like that. You gotta
It's a big
stick
long.
them. You gotta stick them. That's the point. You don't just point it.
And that as this is happening, and the figures are currently like standing around the sewer grate, getting ready to probably descend into it. 3 more of those like musketeer-esque guards come walk into the room and they go, "What are you doing? Step away from the hole."
You step away from the hole, and I'm gonna launch chromatic orb without even hesitating on one of them.
Through the bars.
We don't even know what's going on.
All right. Go for it.
They're constructs, right?
Yeah, they are.
Amazing. I'm casting this as a thunder spell,
Sure.
and I will give you a certain magical roll in just a second. As soon as I figure out if this even hits.
Hey, he can bite and bark.
He can protect, but he also attack.
Maybe cackles in the corner, just clacking her fingers.
Maybe he still has her wand of
She's-
wonder.
Holy shit, she's using that on one of them.
Oh shit! Whoops, wrong command.
Old Dilly's just like, what's going on?
Experiments.
Well, that's fitting. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. And now I'll give you the delightful roll of a 1d100. Wait, or is it a 1d something
It's
else?
1d20. If you look on your character sheet, it has all those effects for the wild magic. I don't have my own table
Oh
yet.
shit!
I think
that's
it's a
right.
1d. I think it's a 1d100 for the wild magic table. It's just you roll a 20 to see if it'll happen or not.
If you click on wild magic surge, it'll tell you what to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 1d20 to decide whether or not it activates, but you said you wanted to activate it every time.
Hell yeah.
So
Keep it crazy.
yeah, and I'm not allowed to see what that table is, so I'll just
Yeah, you
go
are.
ahead and-
If you click on
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah. Or just roll it
Potted
on our.
Potted plant.
Yeah, I just kill us all right here. 63. Oh shit, I feel like that's the fireball one. I don't know why, I just have this feeling.
Let us see. Let us see.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Yeah, you rolled the D100 on that. Yep. Oh, that's bad.
That's the wild magic surge. Let's see, wild magic table. Yeah. That shit. Bam. Bow, 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 bow.
Nah, you casted fog cloud centered on yourself. That's a 63.
Ironically, still useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, 63. Okay. No, I was 65, like 1 away from doing the up to 3, you choose, take 4d10 lightning damage.
That would have been good.
That would have been perfect. It's like, not really what I intended, but it'll do.
What the
I'm
hell
on the way,
just
I'm
happened?
No, we're not doing that.
Oh man, this is just horrendous. This is gonna be the worst one shot I've ever done. Alright, so what happened? You just cast fog cloud on yourself?
Yeah, basically, he goes to cast the chromatic orb, and instead of like going out and hitting the target, since it missed anyway, I'll just say it like bursts apart and fog just fills the entire fucking cabin. Because
Alright.
it's the fog cloud.
So do you have old Dilly's sheet still?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
For maybe just do whatever you want. Archmage.
I'm going to cast my wand of wonder.
Like for your
Wait,
sheet,
well-
for maybe just do like an archmage or something.
I think. Do you still have the Mad Mage roll 20 page? I think you might.
I might.
Old Dilly's still level 2.
And for Portobellum Muse, go on
Mhm.
D&D Beyond and just use the stats for
Damn it.
an Archlich, whatever, a lich that's around like CR 17 or something.
Okay, so don't use his actual sheet.
Do you have his actual sheet?
Yeah, I have his actual sheet.
Fuck yeah, use it then.
I know she had like 22 HP and a 20 in intelligence.
don't have
Those are the stats that I do know. I'll look up the spells I know she'd use.
Okay.
I'm legitimately depressed. I don't have a sheet.
Then
Okay,
just use
Archlich
Yeah,
it
just use a lich that's like 17th level or something. Is this gonna be the worst one shot? And I changed the stream
But-
overlay to say that you're all playing 2 characters.
But
Yeah.
Maybe is going to use her wand of water on the closest construct.
Sure.
And she rolled. Oh, she cast lightning bolt on him.
All right. Roll damage on that then.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it radius damage or is it just for one target? I don't remember. I think
The
lightning bolt's a line, isn't
gets
it?
Anything? Yeah, it's a line.
it's a line.
All right,
I don't
it'll
know
hit. It'll
who's-
hit one of them then. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
And that's 8d6.
I believe the lightning bolt has a dexterity saving throw as well.
It is a dex save. And I think
Fantastic.
it's 15 for the Wand of Wonder.
They get a +6 to dex saves. Oh, 23.
Yeah, that saves, so he takes half.
So you
damage.
guys can get an idea of what these things look like.
Said they were like metal musketeers.
Yeah, they're
right?
called nimble rights.
Ah.
They are in Waterdeep Dragon Heist,
11.
and they suit this so well. So
21, 27. So 27 lightning damage.
yeah,
Halved because he saved.
cool. All right. And he would have advantage on resisting that anyway because they have magic resistance. I'm just gonna roll anyway. Yeah, so that'd be I rolled 2 18s, but whatever. Yeah, succeeds. Takes 27, half of 27. Cool.
Halved of 27 is 13.
Yep. And he's just like, you have attacked me. Punishment is death.
Your punishment for being a cunt is death. And Celestina would like to rage.
Oh shit! All right.
She's just been itching for an opportunity to hit somebody with her maul.
All right. She gonna run at one of these nimble rates then?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright.
That was one of the things that old Billy would say. Yeah,
Just a little-
yeah.
I know an 11 doesn't hit.
Hell no.
Ooh, but 25?
25 would hit, and it's not even gonna use its reaction to parry because that won't help at all anyway.
And that's going to be 7 plus 4. So that's 11 damage plus. Actually, because I'm raging, takes an extra 3 radiant damage.
All right. So you just like, and he's like, error, you will die.
Yeah. So it's sort of like-
Um.
Takes her maul. First one misses. Second one, she just goes crack.
All right. Let's say what's old Dilly doing? He can't
Old
see the
Dilly.
he can't see the constructs. Didn't he say his like sight is only like 10 feet?
Old Diddy's gonna hide.
In the cell, there's nowhere to hide in the cell. You'd have to go down into the poop chute.
Oh, I thought they were in a bunch of clouds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Gridooth casts a huge like cloud around everyone, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Nobody can see shit right now.
well, if he runs and just dives down the poop chute like
Yeah.
every other Tuesday, yeah, I mean he'll just go ahead and escape.
All right.
He's level 2, so
Don't
he
even
won't
get
be-
to-
he won't be
don't-
doing much anyway. Here.
Don't even get to roll for it because like there's a cloud and everything. So you just dive down there, and it's about a
He was
10-foot
here-
drop
he was
into.
probably hearing where all that stuff.
It's a
was going on,
10-foot
but
drop
yeah.
down into just poop. But there's
Oh.
tunnels down there. For some reason, there's a tunnel under the train,
Yeah, sounds about right.
and it looks like you have to crawl down there.
Tunnel of poop. Let's do it.
All right, so old Dilly's down there. You landed poop, so it's a soft landing. What's the knoll doing?
He's just gonna pull out his bow and then fire at the one that had gotten hit by the lightning bolt.
Sure.
That's 20, not natural,
That hits.
and yes, that's pretty good. 11 damage.
Fantastic. It looks like as the arrow hits it, it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it might.
Yeah, figured. He's
Magical
gonna go ahead
resistance.
and-
Boom, boom, boom. Well, not magical resistance. Resistance to attacks that aren't magical.
Right.
Then he would have
Uh,
resistance against mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to go ahead and attack again. Same
Okay.
thing. 16 plus 7. I imagine that hits.
16 plus 7. Yep.
And that's 8 damage total.
Yep. All right. You gonna do anything else? You gonna also go down to the poop chute?
Does it? So those were his 2 attacks with his attack
Yeah.
action. Did he notice? Like, are these things did they look like they got hurt at all?
They look like they got hurt, just not a lot.
Yeah. These guys don't even have any meat on their bones. Or bones. So, haha, is just gonna go down the chute.
All right, you get down the chute and you see old Billy like crouched, and slowly making his way down the poop chute. How tall is Hahihi?
Luckily, he just ate something, so, so he's not particularly hungry. He's
dear.
big. He's like 7 foot.
All right, so you're gonna have to like get on your belly and
Other
like
nose?
shimmy. Like, you're gonna have to slide on your belly. All right,
Yeah.
what's Portobellum doing then?
He just lets out this weary sigh. It's like, why do I always get caught up with the freaks?
Clack, 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 clack.
At this point, he doesn't take shit from nobody. So, being the melee druid that he is, he's just gonna shocking grasp at 17th level. Amazing. That's 40-10 with advantage on metal constructs. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, in my head, the moment Mibby like had both of her hands turned to skeletal hands, she just like clacks.
Well, I think it was only one
behind.
hand, right?
No, it was both.
Oh, was it
Yeah, it
both?
was both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
19 plus 5 is a 24 hit.
That hits for sure.
It's like
Fantastic.
It's like a fashion statement to her now. If she had gotten to high enough levels, she would have tried to become a lich, just straight up, just to complete the ensemble.
All right. Wow. As usual from Portobellum, that is 24 damage because I rolled minimum damage on the die.
Thankfully, with that 24, it explodes.
Oh,
Just-
okay, never mind. He just like runs up to it, zaps it, sinks his hand in, and it explodes. Awesome. We're good.
Mibby looks like in awe of this little mushroom creature.
He like waddles over.
Yeah, he's only 3 feet, like you're a gnome, but he's smaller than you are.
Yeah,
Uh,
and maybe small for a gnome. She's legit 3 feet. She's the
Yeah.
smallest gnome.
how much did we decide?
I
He
think
was, like,
Portobellum
2
was like
foot tall.
just straight 2 feet.
He's 2 feet tall and like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
You are a great wizard.
I'm a druid, but it's much obliged.
But you would. Do you like my hands?
You can't see her hands because she's currently in the
Also,
cloud.
even though I'm using the Archlich, if I remember my circle spore stuff, can I use that anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So as this thing's falling, he just like throws a bunch of spores at it, and I'm using one of my uses of reanimate.
It's a construct.
I think you can do it on constructs
No,
because
you can't reanimate. You can't reanimate constructs.
Okay.
That'd be super cool though.
I don't know if you can reanimate them. I know
Oh,
you can't
you
raise
must
dead
know.
on them.
I'm saying you. I'm saying you. It would make sense to raise a mechanical being.
Yeah, the DM rules. So
Yeah.
I'm totally up for that. So yeah, he doesn't do that, but there we go. That thing's down. He's absolutely gonna fight off these things because
Yeah.
stood up to God. There's no way he's gonna back down from a couple of fucking robots.
All right. The robot's gonna swing at you with 3 attacks.
Bring it.
How much health does an Archlich have? Because it's gonna have way more health than Portobellum had, I think.
And enough.
Actually, the health it has right now is pretty normal for what he would have had.
All right, cool.
It's
number
170.
rights attacks are magical, just in case.
Actually, it would have been less because he had a +5 to Constitution, so this is 117.
Okay, cool. All right, so 3 attacks. Does a 14 hit? Probably not.
No,
Because Portobello had 20 AC.
he had 21 AC by the end of it.
Yeah. Okay, 16 plus 6, so 22.
That hits.
How
Cool.
did Portobello even get thrown in a cell?
I don't know.
Willingly.
He's
Really?
probably just bored.
It's like, yeah, I'm bored.
It's like Jack and Hagar in the
Yeah.
Black Keep. You're just like, why are you
so-
here?
Anyway, so
that's
he had no reason to stay there.
That's 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage?
That's the only one that hits. Is that one?
Oh, okay. So yeah, he just gets stuck and he's like, okay.
I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. Maybe.
Maybe.
How close are these constructs to everybody?
They're like 20 feet away from you guys and 5 feet away from Portobello. There's only one left. Because one just exploded.
Maybe he's gonna use her wand of wonder on it because she loves that thing.
Yeah, she is.
Oh no. Well, okay. As Nibby uses her wand of wonder and she goes,
I wonder what it will do now.
leaves suddenly begin to grow from the construct. Choose a point in space as the target.
Amazing.
No, it just has leaves growing on it now. It
Fantastic.
just looks, yeah. Nothing else happens. They'll just brown and fall off in 24 hours.
All right. So that's what Portobello sees. Nobody else really sees it because they're still in. Well, he and Old Dilly are in the poop chute.
Yep.
I think Grittooth is up here still, but he's in the fog cloud, so he can't really see. Portobello can see it, and so could Lucina. And yeah,
You hear a soft, squishy facepalm.
It was cool, right? I never know what happens with this wand.
Yeah, it was great. Good job, kid.
Do you not have any sense of wonder in the world?
Maybe like,
No, I don't.
all right. Is maybe doing anything else?
You're talking to the saddest of mushrooms.
yeah, she's talking to the saddest of mushrooms and being like,
Do you not see how wonderful it is that leaves grew from a mechanical target? Truly, I will be a great wizard.
Truly.
One of these days, I will become a lich. Clack, 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 clack.
As you're all like in here, you feel very earth-shattering tremors,
Very earth-shattering tremors. Okay.
and you hear a very loud, monstrous roar.
and there's just a perpetual clicking of bones because that's just what
Yeah.
it does.
You all hear a very loud, monstrous like roar that shakes the train.
Oh, well, that sounds like it would be a lot of fun to fight.
And those of you who are up in this train compartment, you watch as the
By now.
you watch as like the front half of this prison compartment is ripped away by a massive, like monstrous maw, bites down and just rips half of the train off. So there's no engine. The train's just hurtling it's hurtling and just there's no engine.
I'm so sad I didn't roll one higher. Because then it could have been a stream of gems.
And you watch as the
So
train
what if it's like a what?
the train hits something solid like poof, and it's a massive orange like leg with claws. And those of you who are in the train compartment, you look up and you see the monstrous form of a creature I wanted to use for so long. A Tarrasque.
Well, we can't fight that.
I know.
Holy fuck, we can't fight that.
And it just starts like it ate the engine. And you're all those of you who aren't in the poop chute are looking up and see a Tarrasque.
Oh, wait, really? We're in like a chute, so we don't.
You're crawling like under the train. You're like in the
Yeah.
like underneath the train, so you don't see the Tarrasque at all from where you are.
Right.
If it's all right, I'd like to roll if Mibby would know what that was, because depending, Mibby might just be like, "Oh, Taraski to me."
Give me a history check with advantage.
Yep. She had proficiency, so that's a
Tarrasque.
that's a 24. So yeah, she knows.
Oh yeah, I had to click the voice description of Tarrasque just to hear Matt Mercer say Tarrasque because it's so good. All right,
Dude,
Tarrasque. All right,
that is sex on the internet.
all right. So yeah, it's a Tarrasque. You know what a Tarrasque is? Portobello, you probably know what a Tarrasque is, just because you're like a super magic man.
I
He's
am
trying to
pretty.
decide on whether or not he wants to fight it because he doesn't even have to be here right now. He has teleport at this point.
Yeah, he gets like, no. Nobody else does, I don't think.
If there is no way out of this, I mean, I could die, but I would prefer not to. I would really prefer not to.
And
Let's look at
you see
Portobello.
you see the
Probably
train
hear some echoes.
you see the train conductor like gripping on to like the edge of the train that got bitten off, and he's screaming, "Help me! Somebody pull me up!"
Wait a second.
No.
Hold on. Is everybody within 10 feet of me?
Maybe is. Oh wait, no, nobody is. Celestina is. Celestina is. That's it.
So he's just
Oh.
gonna like.
Well, and 10 feet.
Shrug
10 feet of
forward.
who? Portobellum or Grittooth?
10 feet of Portobello.
Celestina.
Okay, can I get within 10 feet of everybody?
You'd have to like. Well, not Hahihi and Old Dilly.
Yeah.
But you could
Yeah,
if you stood in the middle of the room.
I don't really know them, but I am gonna yell down. It's like, hey, if you guys want to live, just get up here for a second. I got you.
All right, what do Old Dilly and Hahihi do?
I don't know. Could they hear that? I mean,
Yeah, they can hear it. You're not
how
that far
have
down.
they?
It's only 10 feet down. They can hear it.
Oh, okay.
But there's no ladder to get up.
Yeah.
Bye, old Billy.
Someone
Yeah,
Well, you
old-
can jump 10 feet up.
With his bones.
Not old Billy. Old Billy's probably fucked, but like.
the you can you
Hey,
still
old
hear
man.
you still
Hey,
hear the
old man,
conductor
come here.
screaming.
I'll tell me what you see up there.
and he'll just go ahead and hoist old Dilly.
Old Dilly sees the top half of the
You
train
see-
ripped off
you
and
see
sees
an
a
old
massive like Tarrasque.
You see an old man's face pop up out of there. It's all covered in poop. And he's like, "Hey, what you want? We're getting our asses out of here."
Actually, Old Dilly wouldn't see the Tarrasque.
Huh?
Didn't Old Dilly have a range of like 10 feet with his?
Yeah, he
eyesight?
doesn't see anything.
He doesn't see the Tarrasque. He just sees.
But he does not know that.
Nope.
He lifts him up, thinking that he'll tell him what's going on.
Holy
He hears the
shit.
conductor screaming like ah. That's it.
Stop screaming!
You hear him. You hear his grip loosen, and he gets like pummeled underneath the train and torn apart as the train just runs him over.
Maybe goes, finally silence.
And then the train just comes to a slow stop, and the Tarrasque is just still standing there.
God damn it! You, what do you guys want? We're getting our asses out of here.
I have a -2 to strength. I'm not pulling that guy up. So I guess.
Maybe
Grit
has
two.
more strength.
Amazing.
Maybe
Alright.
he has I think a +1 to strength.
Portobello just sighs. He's like, why am I even help? Fuck it. And he's going to look over at the Caboche, who's just been like. He looks like he's pouting because his spell didn't turn out like he wanted it to.
Yeah.
It's the only time he stopped talking since you've met him. He's like, meh. And like, Portobello just smacks him in the back of the head. And it's like, hey, I need you for a second. And pick the old guy up. I can't.
I can't.
How heavy is old Dilly with his frail
Oh,
fragile.
oh, Dilly is paper light. He's at max, probably 100 pounds max.
Could I actually pick him up out of there with 10 strength, Justin?
Yes.
Okay,
This
Kevish,
waif of a man.
Yeah, you
Kevish
lift him up.
like sighs and helps him out, and then I guess that would leave the Knoll to be able to come up. Suggest
Yeah.
help
An old
on
man.
Tarask.
Yes, old Dilly, you get pulled out. You're slick with feces.
Thanks for helping, old Dilly. What the hell's going on here?
You hear the roar.
There's a
Oh man, it smells like somebody shit all over you.
Yeah, well, let's get that other fellow out of there. And you'll just hear like these claws, like trying to get up out of there.
The Tarask is
so-
going to lower its head into the train compartment.
Yeah, what like this is not. He's just gonna book it. Like why
As
would
the
he
Trask
go
lowers his head
that
into the
area?
train compartment, old Dilly finally sees it.
Oh, crap. Ah! What the hell?
And it's like that scene from
Is-
Jurassic Park 3 where the Spinosaurus is like pushing its snout through the plane, or like in the first Jurassic Park where the T-Rex is like head is in the top of the car.
Is-
Yeah, it's
I
like that right
imagine
now.
The fog cloud is still there, yeah?
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything about this, probably. But he's like just hiding.
Let old Dilly give me a dexterity saving throw as he's just walking around in this like fog cloud. Screaming.
Oh, Dilly. Oh, Dilly got a... Ooh, oh, Dilly got a 17.
Alright, let me see if I can roll higher than that. If I roll higher than that, the Tarask is... I'm just going to roll straight d20. If I roll higher than that, the Tarask is going to bite old Dilly.
And then old Dilly is going back right into...
I got an 11. It doesn't
Ooh.
bite into old Dilly. It like bumps him with its snout.
Yeah, I imagine old Dilly just slips on a little bit of that poop that's on him still.
Yeah, and
Whoop,
just
right
misses
out.
just misses the bite coming for him. Just chomp.
What are we
Maybe
doing
he's
here?
going to head closer to Portobellum, like where he said he was.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just realized my range on this is within sight. So as long as I can see the Knoll, fantastic.
Okay.
Oh shit! I have to roll for this. Amazing. So I'm going to see the destination you choose must be known to you and must be the same plane of existence as you. You're familiar with its fantastic.
Is it any creature you can see within sight?
Any creature, any willing creature within, any 8 willing creatures within sight.
The Tarask is willing. No, it's not.
I was about to say, if it's willing, I'll teleport just in.
No.
But it transports you and those things, so you can't use this as an offensive spell at all. Well, in this sense.
How long does it take to cast?
1 action.
Oh. Okay.
It's
cool.
instantaneous, 1 action.
All right, what are you doing? The Tarask is getting ready to bite someone else.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. So he
Salud
just
kinda
like
steps in front of the small mushroom creature, and is just like staring down the Tarask. Her rage still there.
all right, and then with that, the entire world poofs away because I just cast teleport on the entire party.
Okay.
And-
The Tarask vanishes, and the train vanishes. All right, no longer murder on the Dragon Express. Where do we go?
What the fuck? Where'd we go?
You gave me access to a level
Where we at?
17 caster. Of course, I'm gonna cast teleport the first chance I get. Fuck. Where do I want to go?
Really, nobody wanted to go down. No
So,
one
I'll tell you this,
everyone was
Muse.
So averse to the poop shoot.
I'll
that-
tell you this, Muse. Dragon's Beard is the northern continent of my homebrewed world that we play in. And then there's Esselvire, which is the continent where our first campaign was. And then Ipshire is the southernmost continent where our pirate campaign is.
Yeah.
What's another location that you had a one-shot idea for?
Like, in this setting.
Yeah.
Like somewhere Portobello may have been.
Where was he?
Because it has to be somewhere
Oh,
he's
fuck it.
seen, right?
Yeah, and Portobello's probably been a lot of places by now.
He's been to the necromancer.
Yeah.
place.
He's been to that place. He's been to a lot of places.
Solspitza.
Solspitza.
Yeah.
He's been the city below, which is just a mess right now.
Gundar's hometown.
Here's the fun part. If it's somewhere I've only seen casually, you get to roll 1d100 and consult the teleport table. So
Where's the teleport table? Is that on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, it's on Beyond.
All right.
Great.
Whatever you want to do, let me know. As you're all like flailing through this like time vortex Doctor Who style.
I'm gonna use this as an opportunity for you to transition us pretty much anywhere you want.
All right, let me pull up the teleport
One
spell.
idea. Let's go.
I gotta see. Come on, D&D Beyond. Come on, teleport spell.
We end up meeting all our characters for the pirate campaign.
Oh,
here's
that'd be
Sam.
so good. And then I could do that as a plot fit for tonight, while if you guys are like sailing away somewhere. I'd be like, wait, what? Oh
Or
man!
just appears on one of their boats, like, where the fuck am I?
And then he just disappears again. Just. Okay. Same existence to you. Oh, so I roll a D100 and consult the table. Okay. So where are you going? Like, where's your idea of where you want to go? Because I think I need to know first.
Well, he was trying to go to go back home to his little hut in the middle of that forest.
Oh, the very awful, like,
people.
haunted forest. Yeah.
Yeah. Which would technically count as very familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll
a D100.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm so ready for this.
Because I don't know if he would have set up a permanent circle or not.
Okay.
We poof it in the middle of the ocean.
All right.
Now you're fighting a kraken underwater. Yay!
Well,
So-
this will be fun.
You all feel yourselves appear in the very top of this 300-foot tree, dead tree. I got off target. So you appear in the top of this 300-foot tree. It's a dead tree. You're all in the branches. And you look down. You see the ground 300 feet down. It's a very haunted forest. There's ghosts. You can see ghosts moving around. You can see a lot of stuff. And it's a very dark, foggy forest. Portobello's been here before, but nobody else has. Because this is a totally different continent. This is a different world for Mibby. Mibby's from Faerun. This is just my world. Old Dilly's also from Faerun because he was in Waterdeep.
How did Mibby end up in this plane?
Very carefully.
Very carefully.
Yep. So you're all like bloop, and
Wander,
appear
wander,
300
probably.
feet up in this tree.
Well, this is a turn of events.
Well, you're all on your own now. And Portobello walks off.
You're walking off the tree.
300-foot tree.
Yeah, I have ways to fall down slowly.
So Portobello just walks off the side of the tree and drops. What do you want to do before you hit the ground? I mean, you have resistance. Yeah, as a fungi, and I think they have resistance to falling damage. Yeah, resistance to falling damage.
Well,
We
he
could
does have
probably
resistance to
connect it.
falling damage, but he also has double resistance because I have resistance to, since you're letting me use this Archlich thing, I have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning damage. Or
All right,
actually
do you wanna-
immunity to it?
Do you want to
But
take?
you also have polymorph, right? So
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. He's a druid. He jumps off and turns into a bird.
All right.
Flies off.
You turn into a bird.
That is cute.
Are you abandoning everybody? Just like fuck y'all and bye.
Well, yeah, he saved everybody. He did his obligation. He turns into a beetle and just flies off.
oh, great.
So you're no longer playing Portobello.
He sidetracks the whole session. And is
All
just
right,
like,
so
see you, fellas.
Portobellum's no more Portobellum. All right, Portobellum is out of the one shot.
Yeah, I don't want anybody having access to this man at all. Portobellum has a weird way of making things just go south, so I just went ahead and played that character.
All right, so yeah, you guys watch the little mushroom man drop out of the tree, turn into a bird, and fly away.
I'm pretty sure.
Old Billy didn't see shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't even see how far down the ground is, actually.
Yeah, old Dilly probably wouldn't even know where the.
Oh yeah, maybe had Featherfall, so she just jumped down, used
Would
Featherfall
you
on herself.
cast it on other people? Because you can cast it on other people too.
I do not know you well enough.
So
Sounds
maybe
good.
he drops and
More
just does Featherfall.
corpses.
Does Featherfall make all falling damage just not happen?
Correct.
All right, so you drop 300 feet, hit the ground, no falling damage,
Dope. Clack, 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 clack.
and now you're sitting in the middle of this super haunted forest. And this continent is overseen by necromancers. Like the council
Huh?
is this entire continent, the council that runs the laws and everything for this continent is necromancers.
Dope, right up Mibby's alley. She's just gonna go make a home somewhere.
However, necromancy is also illegal.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, oh yeah, necromancy is super illegal on this continent too.
That is
Unless you
bullshit.
become registered. I think you could become a registered caster, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're heavily watched and regulated,
and you can only do it within the city limits of Solspitza.
Yeah.
There are no regulations that can keep Mibby down.
So
It's like,
what are the other what are the other 4 that are in this tree doing? So that's
Uh,
Hahihi, Old Dilly, Gratooth, and Solacina.
So Senna's gonna try to shimmy down.
All right, give me an
Well,
athletics check as you shimmy down this 300-foot tree.
Dope. I'm good
So I
at
do have
that
ruling. Any
athletics.
falling damage over 200, falling over 200 feet is instant death in my ruling. But I want to roll 30 d6 for bludgeoning damage from falling. So
16.
you make it down with a little bit of a struggle, but you eventually make it down 300 feet to the ground.
Okay.
What about who's next? Hahihi, Old Dilly, Gratooth. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. He's gonna look around a bit.
You see
Like,
just
he
tree
wants to-
canopy and fog.
Like there's nothing. There's like there's nothing going on with the tree. There's nothing.
No, it's just a
There's
dead tree.
no-
It's just a dead tree.
And the is it one of those trees that just doesn't have branches that after a certain amount
Yeah.
of distance?
Yeah,
And I imagine that distance is 300 feet.
that distance is 300 feet.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, this is terrible.
Old Dilly's gonna have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Poor
sure.
old Billy.
Right, let's do this. Actually, yeah, Old Dilly would barely even be a snack. If they're up there
Well-
by each other, he's just like, oh Jesus.
Well, this is where I live now.
Yeah, there's no even- Yeah, what kind of tree is this? Does it have any fruit?
No, it's dead. There's nothing
Take
on
that
it.
tree. Oh shit. Um. All right. Yeah, I'll just bite the bullet.
Hahihi's climbing
Oh.
down.
I
Yep.
can
And
feather fall all of us, by the way.
oh. Okay.
I'm a sorcerer. I have featherfall. It's just it also comes with wild magic.
You see
Yeah.
how he kind of get his glaive out, thinking that he can slow his fall if he falls with it, like scraping it across the side, and you see him kind of stretching out and prepping to do some work. And when you say that, he's just like, "Oh Jesus!" Essentially,
And Celestina and Mibby are at the
instead
bottom.
of Jesus, of course, he says, "You know, good, but."
Well,
Oh, yeah,
maybe he's just an asshole. I mean, if dead people want to fall out of the tree and give her more corpses to raise, that's fine by her.
All right. You got some magic mumbo jumbo? Let's do it.
Yeah, it just requires you to jump first.
And he just jumps in the air.
Oh shit. Oh wait. Oh, off the tree. With me specifically. Do you mind carrying the old guy?
What? Old guy,
Oh,
what's your name?
Well, my name is Old Dilly. Yeah, my name's Old Dilly. What do you want?
never
I'll
mind.
get
If you
over
could
here.
push him off the tree, that'd be great.
Actually, you know what? Mibby would know Old Dilly now that I think about it, because they're both they're both in Waterdeep around the same time. Old Dilly made this very, very high-end chocolate factory basically melt to the ground and get destroyed.
Cool.
He's got one of
Maybe
these
you would-
little tattoos. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not.
Maybe you would
100%
respect
worse.
that, but maybe also sees just basically a walking timer of
Yeah.
a corpse.
Yeah. All right. So what's happening up in the tree?
Old Dilly's going and putting his hand on the sorcerer dude, and Ha's going over there and doing that as well. I was like, all right, how are we doing this?
You guys don't have to touch me. Don't touch. Personal space. Personal space.
Well,
At least
I'm not
5 feet away from
jumping
me,
off
please.
this. I'm not jumping off this thing unless I'm taking you with me.
So he's like, fine. You whatever, and he jumps.
All right, boom.
All right. Wild
So,
magic surge for casting Featherfall.
While casting Featherfall. Oh yes. It's so sad we don't have any viewers today.
It's what. Yeah. I don't care.
We could make
16.
Someone in chat said you guys fight in a Trask. Good luck with that.
a.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that. Maybe we just be like, oh, there's no way out. Here, eat me.
You're just gonna crawl out through the poop.
And then get found by the Trask because it's huge.
I don't know. He'd probably smell the shit and just be like, not them.
Yeah.
No, Tarasks eat everything.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's true.
Buildings.
Yeah, that's right. Because they're not an animal; they're
people.
a literal force of nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Trask-
so
Trask
what's
don't
happening?
give a fuck.
Wild magic surge right now. What's going on?
Yeah, he's.
Yep.
Wild magic surge, and I rolled 16. So I'm bringing back up the table because I guess I accidentally exited out of it.
For the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Oh, neat.
And you all slowly make your way to the ground, and you see the gnome necromancer, the Kalistar barbarian. Everyone is at the ground except Portobellum, who flew away. And as you're all standing down here, it gets really cold. Like a cold wind starts blowing through, and snow starts to come through, and you hear the cawing of crows. And what do you guys want to do? It gets like, it's almost like a blizzard has just come out of nowhere, and you can't really see that well. Just a blizzard out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, if we're about to fight ghosts, Celusena is completely useless because she doesn't have a magic item, and she's a
Yeah,
barbarian.
same with this Knoll guy.
And you hear this, you hear the sound of like ice cracking, and as you look around, the trees are starting to get coated in ice, like frost almost. Like makes cracking noises like.
Oh well, this is pretty cool.
I didn't sign up
Okay.
for this.
You can
I'm not good
Alright.
with the cold.
Anybody got something warm?
who and I need everybody. Old Dilly, no, but I need everybody to give me perception checks as they see this figure moving through the woods, coming towards
Yeah,
you.
that's a
I
good call.
don't remember. Maybe
Uh,
I think it might have been 11,
Ooh.
so it might have been a +0.
So yeah, so yeah, just give straight d20 for perception.
Oh, 16 for Mibby, and then for my -3 wisdom Kalistar. That's a 1.
Sweet.
A 4 minus 3 is a 1.
All right, so maybe he's gonna see this. What's everybody else get for perception?
That's a 9, boss.
You don't see it.
Uh,
Well, you can't really make out what it is, but you can still see the figure.
I literally rolled my passive perception.
Let's say Old Dilly's
Good job.
perception check is like -27
yeah,
because you can
Old
see 10 feet
Dilly's-
ahead. You can't even see it.
Yeah. Yeah, and haha, he got a 4.
All right, so Mibby, only one seeing this, really. And you can
Yes.
see the figure. Everybody can see the figure, except Old Dilly. But Mibby gets to make out what it looks like. It's wearing like this black, sort of leathery armor with this like little tufts of like spiky tufts on the shoulders. Oh man, he's got bluish skin, like bluish white skin that's lined and cracked, almost like ice.
Oh god.
And he's got a
Full
crown.
White Walker.
He's got a crown of little white spikes on the top of his head. And he's got glowing blue eyes, and he's slowly
It's
just
Full White
walking.
Walker.
He's slowly walking towards you.
Well,
Specifically, the Night King. We just went full
Yeah.
on Game of Thrones.
Let's do it.
Maybe just goes. He looks really cool. Let's talk to him.
And everybody else just sees a figure in the woods. They can't
Yeah.
make out find
maybe
the
he's going to
details.
approach him.
All right, you
Straight up.
approach them, and you see the Night King from Game of Thrones. Essentially,
She goes, I've got bun hands.
he looks down at you, and he's gonna slash at you with his longsword.
Dope.
Maybe he wants to become a white. Let's go.
That's a 28 to hit.
Yeah. And maybe he had like 22 HP.
First off, that is 8. That's 8 slashing damage,
Yeah, so that's not too bad.
and then that is 28 necrotic damage.
I'm dead.
And as he like drops to the ground,
Well, I'm unconscious.
He
I don't-
raised-
Yeah, that didn't
oh,
kill me
all
outright.
right, cool. He attacks you 2 more times. Chop, chop.
Oh God.
And then he raises his hands like he does in Hard Home, and maybe rises as a white.
Dope. That's exactly how maybe would have wanted to die.
She's basically a white now.
So I rolled a 1d4 -2 to determine fucks given by Portobello, and I rolled a 4, so he gives 2 fucks exactly.
Okay.
So Portobello joins
thought you said-
the fray.
Portobello flew away.
Oh.
You said.
Yeah, but you got to remember Portobello was also chaotic,
True.
and so if he felt bad, like say this group reminded him of the group that he misses a lot, he would have come back. He's just like, oh fuck my morality.
All right. So Portobello was flying back as a. Is Portobello one of the crows that was cawing nearby? Like, hey, there's a big guy
Yeah.
coming. Look out.
Like this guy's clearly magical. Portobello's going to be fighting this whole thing by himself.
Wait, but maybe he wasn't dead though. She was just unconscious.
And then he made 2 attacks against her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
then you're
made 2 attacks, so that's 2 death saving throws fails.
No, that's 4 death
'Cause,
saving
if you're
throws.
unconscious-
No.
Critical melees.
No,
if you're
because he made the 1 attack to make her unconscious, and the
Yeah.
other one
Yeah.
against her while she was still unconscious.
He made 2
so
more.
that's-
He made 2 attacks while she's unconscious.
Yeah.
When you get attacked while you're unconscious, it's automatically 2 death
Oh, so
fail
he has
saves.
3 attacks.
Yeah. So she is now basically a White Walker.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, she's not a White Walker. She's just a white.
That's true. But a
She would
cool
elect
white.
to be a
But a
White
cool
Walker.
white that has magical abilities.
All right.
And you know what? I'll let you attack the party too if you want.
Yeah. Maybe it's Fireball. Let's go.
And then, so the Night King's here. What do you guys want to do? Is he just sort of, when he runs up to say hello, and he just like whack, 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 whack. Then raises her as a white.
Well,
So, what's
Old Dilly can't see shit.
exactly?
Should we do initiative?
But he heard some stuff, right?
He heard like maybe talking and then nothing.
Hey, what happened?
Everybody else saw this though.
Everybody else saw her get just battered by this guy, and then it sort of like brought her back.
As soon as I guess old Billy like goes, the Cavasha's just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, I don't want to die here.
Oh, let's get the fuck out.
All right, so yeah, let's everybody roll initiative for this heinous,
Yeah. Okay.
and just have your characters share initiative.
have you and your buddy, you and whoever you're.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an 11 for Celusina. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
All right. That's a 17.
All right, so
Old Billy and Hahihi.
He had a +4.
so the Cena and White maybe are gonna be 11. Old Dilly and Hahihi are 17. What is Portobellum and Gritooth?
I rolled the wrong score, so I just re-rolled. It was an 18.
Cool. And then the Night King. Oh man, this is just the stupidest one shot. That's a 9.
Yeah.
15. So +5 is 15.
Jeez.
Cool. So yeah, Portobellum and Gritooth, what are you guys doing? Is this sort of like guy just comes in and batters Mibby and raises her as a white.
Yeah, this thing is probably stronger than even Portobello could take on solo. So and I've already used up my 7th level spell slot, so I can't cast teleport again.
Your two guys are the only ones with magic abilities right now.
Well,
shit.
Lexi's playing Mibby, but Mibby's against you guys now.
Exactly. So yeah.
Wait a
gonna
second,
fight
you're
this
letting
guy-
me use the Archlich thing, so hold on. Each creature of the chosen type, DC 18, or be turned.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
turn
sure
makes
we're
it fine.
just supposed to run.
I could swear there's something that I could do to like take over dead creatures. Nah, I could just make Nibby run off into the forest, possibly if she fails the
Or-
wisdom check.
Or reassert control, like if you would have
Yeah.
raised her first. Yeah. Anyway.
Actually, you know what? Let's say Mibby is a White Walker, so she still has sentience.
Help.
That way you
Yes,
can still
yeah.
play as her and like rip these people apart.
Yeah, if she was a White Walker at this point, that would be like,
Dream.
yeah, that would be the dream for her. She'd be cool as hell, like killing
Booty-
people.
booty
She'd
goals.
be like the living. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, what's Portobellum doing?
Let's see, using this Archlich spell list. Okay. So he's just gonna sigh, like look around at everybody who's kind of probably about to get fucked up.
Well, Dilly's level 2, right?
Oh yeah.
And he just like raises his hand up into the air and like with his little Fungian fingers snaps, and I cast Time Stop.
Is there a resistance on that?
No. I literally stop time for 1d4 plus 1 turns. And I rolled max. So that is 5 turns that time is stopped.
So he gets 5 free
As long as
turns
I
and
don't
talking.
damage anything, time will remain stopped for these 5 turns.
Fantastic. So you're the only one that gets to do anything? Only
yeah,
Portobellum?
yeah, 5 turns in a row for him.
Cool, let's go for it. Do it.
I'm going to put Delayed Blast Fireball on the targeting the king dude,
Night King.
and then I'm going to charge it for 5 turns. Let me
Okay.
remind myself that.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
actually, technically, I'd be charging it for 4 turns.
Yeah. Fuck me. Alright.
It's what you get for letting a level 17 druid in the game.
Also, use the stat block for a Archlich.
I'm letting you use stat block for Archlich for reasons.
It's fair. I gotcha. It's terrifying for what that implies to Portobellum. And for anybody who's watching this thinking, Druids can't get Delayed Blast Fireball, he would have taken at least 1 level of Wizard. That way he can use Wizard spells. It's very convenient. All right. Dun, 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 dun. See, I technically had
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. So base damage is going to start off at 13d6, and end of your turn on the B nut. So that's going to be a 17d6. It has a dex saving throw. Half on a save.
But can he make dexterity saving throw if there's time stop?
Technically not.
Yeah, because he can't do anything. He's just like,
Yeah, how time stop works is the moment I affect something, time resumes, but it doesn't say that the effect that I do doesn't, hit before time resumes.
yeah.
So I don't know.
I'll say he can't make the saving throw while time is stopped. 'Cause that makes sense. It makes sense to me, because how can he, yeah, he can't do it. He can't, yeah.
I feel like this would be fitting for what he would do at this level.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I actually want to play my dice because I want to roll this manually and not. Fuck it, I'll just do it. This because that's a lot of d6.
This is Yeah. Just roll the.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah. Just roll the
17,
leads.
6.
I'm
And
assuming he's vulnerable to fire too.
okay, this sucks. I rolled a
49.
lot of minimum damage, but a lot of almost max damage, so it's 49.
All right,
That
and
is
because
really
I'm
low for what this is.
49 damage, and because I'm using, it's because I said he's made of ice. Let's say he's vulnerable, so multiply that by 2.
Yeah, so that is going to be
98.
98.
Just boom. And then would time resume again?
Yeah, time resumes immediately and my turn ends.
Fantastic. Well,
Are
you
you
still
exploding maybe as well?
Yeah, if,
Oh,
if it
shit,
has a
dude, he's
radius,
right
yeah,
there.
maybe he's totally charged.
oh fuck. Maybe it takes
Because
9.
maybe he's dead.
Yeah, he is dust.
Maybe he was so excited to finally be turned into
Actually,
like
you know what?
something akin
You
to
know
a
what?
lich.
Since I said maybe was raised as a White Walker, maybe you can now use the statistics of a Death Knight. So maybe he's not
Yeah,
dead,
so
but
it's
she's almost.
20 foot.
That's more than half damage to these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're no, maybe he's a Death Knight technically, with her spells that she has, and then the innate spell casting of a Death Knight.
I feel like the White King is still okay. Like,
No,
He's-
it's more than half his health.
oh shit, I wasn't sure how much health you gave this
Death
guy.
Knights have
So
a.
this
I
is
should
gonna be a
boost
deep
him.
crit.
He is the Night King. Let's do that. Let's say he has that much health. Cool.
Okay.
And you did how much? 98.
98, yeah.
98.
Yeah, he shouldn't have the health of a basic Death Knight. Cool. Yeah, it hits him. He looks pissed off though.
But yeah, that
And
uses,
everybody finally sees him except for Old Dilly.
I can't.
that pretty much
see
uses up my 7th, 8th, and 9th spells.
Oh, you
slot.
can't
Those
see
are
the
gone
Death
now.
Knight on D&D Beyond?
No.
Oh. Here. Oh, it's probably because it's in the monster manual, right?
Oh, shit.
Here.
Oh, then I probably have it on Roll20 then.
Yeah, it's in the monster manual.
I believe you can find some of it just by a Google search, like some of the stat blocks on it.
I'm sending you a stat block on Discord to look at, like the entire handsome block.
I'm getting it.
All right,
I got it.
cool beans. That's what Mippy is now.
Since it started to feel cold, old Dilly's been doing his regular calisthenics to keep the blood pumping through his body. So he's this really bony guy just going like, he's
Fantastic.
keeping himself warm.
Since you're all sharing initiative with your 2 characters, or both sharing initiative, what's Grittooth doing?
Right, Grit Tooth.
As
After
time
that,
resumes, just
he's just like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? He's panicking a little. He's not really sure.
and you
what the
see
hell he's
the
doing.
Night King, and you see maybe the White Walker standing beside him.
This little
White Walker.
terror.
3-foot White Walker, yeah.
Dude, this is exactly what I wanted from Mibby.
Okay, he's just like gonna panic, and he sees these guys are ice related, so he's not gonna use that spell. Never mind. He is going to chromatic orb the
Sure.
the king, because he's just like lost all perception of reality for a moment. So he's casting this at 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna cast this as a fire spell.
Yep.
It's still not gonna be that much, because yeah. And then I'll give you my roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's only 18 damage. Is another minimum roll.
18 damage or 18 to hit?
Oh shit! Yeah, I should probably roll the hit. See if this even hits. It's probably gonna miss. 1.
Are you aiming at the Night King or at Mibby?
Nibby.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Or no, the Night King. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a +3 to hit. Yeah, it's probably gonna miss. Oh wait, shit! No, it's gonna be a +7 to hit. Why have I not been adding proficiency modifier to my to hit rate? Critical fail.
Sweet. The chromatic orb like flies off, and I wanted to say it hits the back of old Dilly's head, but no, it hits a tree, just doof, and melts a little bit of the ice off the tree.
All right, and now for the
Wild magic surge.
yeah, boy,
Wand of Wonder on the Night King. Make him gargantuan.
54. 54 is. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5 to 6 days. Yay!
Any of your casters could like do something to give old Dilly or this other guy some type of magic to do something. And otherwise, I mean, they're pretty much just gonna book it.
Is that your
I think
turn?
Oh yeah, that's the end of my turn. That's all he can do. Oh
Alright.
wait, shit! I can quick and cast something. He quick and cast run away.
All right. So you're just like,
He's going
bye. Is he running
this
away?
direction. Yeah, no, he's straight up like, nope.
All right, old
He's
Dilly and
urging
he,
me to survive by
Alright.
not getting into
Alright.
fights.
old Dilly and Ha-hee-hee.
Seeing that these things are way beyond their capabilities, well, old Dilly doesn't know, but he'll see Hahi just take off.
Yep.
But old Dilly, being super fast, is quickly gonna overtake him as they're running away.
Yeah.
And just be out in front.
All right.
Because old Dilly has a 40-foot speed,
Yeah.
movement speed.
All right. So they're just both running away.
Oh yeah, they're using their action and movement to just get away from this because they got nothing.
All
They
right.
got nothing. They're heading out.
All right. Cool. Boom, running away. All right. The Night King's turn.
Wait, Celestina hasn't gotten a turn.
Night King had 15 for initiative. Celestino had 11. So Celestino and Mibby are sharing initiative.
Oh, well, she didn't get a turn when Mibby did. Earlier.
Mibby hasn't had a turn yet. We're still in the
She
first
walked
round.
up and it was just like,
Yeah.
but
Um,
Just a bunch of craziness that all happened at once.
right?
The
I
Night
thought like we had been
King-
through like so many turns already.
As old Dilly's running. How far did old Dilly get? Or old Dilly got what? 80 feet away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Night King is going to conjure this orb in his hand of just like
well, it's 80 plus however long distance he was at the start.
so you'd be
Roll-
about. I guess the Night King was about 20 feet away.
Okay.
So 80 plus
good.
100 feet.
All right, we'll go with that.
So yeah, he conjures this like flaming ball of just like blue fire, like Viserion, and just conjures it in his hand, and he's gonna throw a hellfire orb at old Dilly. That explodes at a point you can see within 120 feet of it. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah.
So would that be old Dilly and Ha-hee-hee?
He got 60 feet.
All right, so it's just old Dilly.
Would
Well, I mean
Wouldn't
60
it-
plus 20, so that's 80.
Oh, so yeah, it'd be both of them because you're still within 20 feet of old Dilly. So both of them have to
Yeah.
make dexterity saving throws.
All right.
The sphere spreads around corner. It's 20-foot radius.
Right.
Just like
I'll roll he first.
mm-hmm.
Ugh. 6.
Okay.
All right. Now old Dilly. Oh my god, old Dilly. I don't know.
old
how
Dilly's
he
gonna
does this.
die.
No, I don't know how he does this. He got a 23.
Okay, so old Dilly's gonna take half damage.
Yeah. Well, that'll probably kill him anyway because he's only
Holy
got 13 hit points.
Okay, so from the fire from the explosion, Ha-hee-hee takes 35 points of fire damage. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So, yeah. He takes 35 fire damage. Old Dilly takes 35 halved. In half. So, Old Dilly takes 17. I'll round it down. Takes 16 points of fire damage.
Oh, Nelly, here's the floor.
And then the necrotic damage. And that's... Oh, shit. Oh, I'm using the wrong dice roller.
Another 10d6.
Sorry, I was using the wrong dice roller. So, yeah, the necrotic... Oh, fuck. So Hahiki takes 40 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And Old Dilly takes half of that. So Old Dilly takes...
Wait, 40? Like,
40... So it was 35 fire and 40 necrotic damage.
yeah. That almost just kills our little Knoll friend outright.
Is Old Dilly just, like, basically disintegrated? Because it's...
From the necrotic damage?
Yeah, that's 40 necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Old Dilly reanimates as a white... Old Dilly
Dilly.
reanimates as a White Walker. So,
he's gonna be a useless White Walker. Kid.
So you can... Now, Old Dilly is also a Death Knight, Garrett, that has 10 feet of sight.
Amazing.
So
It's like he gets resurrected, but still has his shit back.
but he can't do Hellfire Orb anymore, but maybe he can do Hellfire Orb.
Does maybe I was actually going to ask this. Does maybe switch around her strength and int stats for the Death Knight because she's a wizard? She doesn't have much strength.
Yes.
And she had 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is now Celestina and Mibby's turn.
Dope. Let me. We're gonna go with our lovely Kraken dice. See who's going first.
Hahihi isn't dead, but he has one death save fail because of that necrotic damage, I believe.
Okay. Wait, he was knocked unconscious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably.
He was at 8. He was at 8.
He failed both saving throws. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was at 8 hit points when he got hit by the necrotic damage.
Oh, what's his maximum? What's his maximum hit points?
43.
43.
So he's not dead outright, but he takes one fail, right?
So he's at 3 hit points when he got hit by the necrotic. Yeah. He's still good.
I don't think he would be down one death saving throw because it was all the same damage. It's just 2 damage types.
Okay.
So he'd just be unconscious. Yeah. Okay. He was almost like outright killed though, because. Yeah.
So he's on the ground, but he's still breathing.
Yeah, he's stable.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, he'll be making death saving throws, but yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
If I get a 1, we're gonna go with Mibby. And it's a 1, so Mibby goes first. Mibby, enjoying her new undead life and seeing the cool shit that just came out of the Night King's hand, is gonna go, well, shit, I can do that.
Gritchen's probably like, oh, fuck.
And
Portobellum's still there too, right? Portobellum's just chilling.
Portobellum's just chilling. He's just been like, oh shit, that just happened.
Yeah,
Like,
she's gonna go after Portobellum because he does the most damage.
For sure, bring it.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11.
What's the save on that, Dex?
Yeah, Dex.
Are you using Hellfire Orb too?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's dexterity.
17.
Alright, dice rolling these. Watch me fail this.
This is obviously not canonical.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe this is somebody Portobellum would have fought at some point because this fucker was wandering around his wood.
That's
He's just
30,
like, no, I can't have.
That's 38 fire damage. 38.
I passed the dex save.
What'd you get?
21.
That passes.
Yeah, so 38 fire damage halved. So I think that's, I don't know.
Halved twice.
And then necrotic damage.
Why would it be half twice? This isn't a magic. Oh, it is magical. Yeah.
It is magical. Well, it's not just the magical aspects. It's that it's necrotic and fire damage, which just happens to be the 2 damages I resist.
So you take 9 damage from the fire. Reduced.
Yeah.
like low rounded down, you take 8 fire damage. Shit.
I was so happy when you said it was fire and necrotic. I was like, oh, it just happens to be that. Nice. Which
Oh.
actually, Ellen will no longer be afraid of blight.
Hey. Oh,
I,
okay, never mind. Sorry. Go on.
That's 36 necrotic damage.
So divided by 2, and then divided by 2 again.
Yeah.
8 necrotic damage.
So I took 16 damage. Oh, yeah.
Damn it. I wanted to hurt him. All right.
This is pretty fitting considering the way his story ended. Which I did the math on how much health he would have at this point. And it's
So,
160.
maybe you gonna do anything else, or is it gonna be Celestina's go?
Yeah, because that's an action, so there's not much else she can do. Yep, so that's her turn, and then
I'm so sorry.
and Celestina, seeing that, is she would like to rage, and she's gonna go after the Night King directly.
Oh,
She's
fuck.
gonna ah!
All right.
Badass.
Yeah.
Seeing if I have any support magic, like at all.
So it's gonna be a 20 to hit.
That just hits, but he's gonna use parry as a reaction, and he adds 6 to his AC to block the attack. So that's 26. His armor class becomes 26, and he parries it with his longsword. Just see.
Ooh. That is a 26. 19 plus 7? Yeah,
Yeah.
26.
He can't. Yeah, he can't use his reaction again. So.
All right, and that's going to be 10. I think it's bludgeoning. Yeah, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
Plus 4, so 14 bludgeoning damage, and then an additional 3 radiant damage. I keep rolling ones on my
Cool.
rage.
Just.
Yeah, and that's going to be her turn.
All right. Portobello and Grittooth.
Okay. Grittooth is going to continue casting Runaway.
Okay.
Or actually, he's gonna take a hide action, try to hide behind a tree.
Cool. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally fail this. Let's see. I'm proficient in that. What's my bonus? I think it's a +6.
Oh, I forgot. Old Dilly's. I totally forgot. Old Dilly's a White Walker now too.
He's a what?
Old Dilly's a Death Knight now too.
Oh yeah, I brought up the Death Knight stats and everything.
Okay. His hide roll was a shit. What was that? 24.
24. What's his passive perception? You hide.
Nice. Grittooth is gonna stay there, and now it's Portobello's turn, who is still standing off against this onslaught.
Mhm.
He's gonna get swole.
Gonna get
Which
swole.
at this level means, let's see here, symbiotic entity. Let me see here. 4 points per level of the class. That's 4 times 17. If anybody can do that math faster than I can, that'd be great. Okay, it's 68 more hit points
Mhm.
as temp HP. The effect automatically ends when that HP is taken out. So that's 150 plus 68. I just did average druid health over 17 levels
Yeah.
plus his 20 constitution. So that's 218 health he's at right now. And seeing that the sword probably does a lot more damage than he's comfortable with. Oh, wait. Nah, it's probably magical. So he's just like, he's going to keep his distance. He's not really going to engage in melee this time around.
Okay.
Until, melee is engaged with him directly.
Mhm.
So he is going to... Fuck. Where did the spell go? I prepared all this and everything because I've been planning out my turn while all these else were going. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's all good.
I've got an easy job.
Kill everyone.
Well, and he's already down on the ground, so.
Oh, that's right. Man, I totally want to run a campaign that's just not totally ripping off the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones.
There it is.
But the best parts.
Yeah, like White Walker Apocalypse. Why not?
Targeting the main baddie, I'm going to cast Disintegrate.
All right. Is there a isn't there a safe saving throw tied to Disintegrate?
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, and he's got magic resistance, so that's advantage.
Yeah.
That is 24.
Let me see what my save would be at this point. Because that might just make it, but it actually might fail. And it's a wizard spell, so I'm going to be casting it with a +5, which at 17 is so 8. I hate math. This dyslexia and math is just.
Well, if you're using the Archlich spell save DC, which is I said use the Archlich stat block, so the spell save DC would be what the Archlich's spell save is.
Okay. I'm looking for its DC.
It'll say underneath spellcasting.
Spellcasting?
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a 20. So yeah, you made it. You made it way well. So yeah, you're going to take half of 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
Cool.
6 plus 40. Yeah, so you're gonna take half of 84.
Fuck.
Wait, plus 40?
Yeah, it's plus 40. Disintegrates. Kind of an insane spell for level 6. Granted, that was my only level 6 slot, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that would, yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, nope. I am wrong. It says on a failed save, but it does not say if it takes half on a successful save. So you're good. Like, you didn't take anything.
Yeah. Night King just flexes.
Granddaddy Ice,
Exactly.
let's go.
I didn't do any of
The
that
one true
anyway
king of
because I got
Westeros.
Swole Master. Getting Swole takes an action because it is
Alright.
a wild state.
All right.
So none of that fucking happened.
Cool.
I'm so sorry.
What's Grittooth doing? Still hiding?
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
All right. Old Dilly Hahihi.
Alright, he's gonna do a death save. Fails. That's a 4.
Oh shit.
So he's at 1 death save, and
We're gonna get a Knoll White Walker.
old Dilly making his way. He's feeling the pull of something.
The closest thing you'd see is basically Hahihi, right?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't see him. He doesn't see him yet, but as he's walking.
That's true.
And old Dilly's so hungry. And old Dilly goes over. She said, that looks good to me. And he's just gonna go down and start eating them.
Wait, he's eating him?
Yeah, right? Or attack, or
Comes around, goes around.
doing an
Well, the
attack
White
on
Walkers. When will the
Hahihi.
White Walkers be more interested in raising people? It's up to you though. You're playing Old Dilly. If he wants to eat this Knoll, then go for it.
I don't know. I was just going for it. Yeah. Well, let's see. Because it doesn't matter if he lands the attack, he's
That's
just
true.
dead anyway,
Yeah.
right? So.
And he'll
with
just rise.
advantage-
He'll rise as a White Walker anyway.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Mhm.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
All right. Hahihi dies and gets
Yeah.
risen
Old
as
Dilly,
a White Walker himself.
old Dilly poetically tears out Hahihi's throat like Hahihi did for that gnome child.
And now Hahihi rises as a White Walker.
And now we've got.
You're
Is
playing.
he-
You're
is he-
playing 2 Death Knights.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, Border Balance is getting kind of outnumbered here.
And now it's Hahihi's turn.
teleported everyone here.
And now it's Hahihi's turn.
Oh no, he did. His turn was the.
Oh, that's
death
right.
thing.
Yeah. All right.
I'll just run. Your story can't end here.
I might actually still be able to win this.
All right. What else? Anything else for Old Dilly and Hahihi, or is that it?
I mean,
Nope, they are
Celosena's still
toast.
alive
They're
and
done.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
They both used their everything they could, so they're pretty much standing right next to each other and just like
All right.
they kind of just both go and
All
then
right.
turn their heads to
I need-
everyone else.
All right. I need Portobello to make a Constitution saving throw,
Can do.
or Charisma, not Constitution. Charisma.
Oh. Never mind. My bad. Oh wait, I'm using Archlich Charisma. What is Archlich Charisma? That's still bad. Where I get fucked. That's a 5.
That's a 5.
It's a 5.
You're banished to another plane of existence, to a demi-plane, as the Night King raises his hand and casts banishment on you.
Maybe he was gonna do the same thing.
And you find yourself in the city below. And it's almost like it was a different plane all along, and that's where you're chilling.
It's okay, I have Dimension Door. We're all good.
Dimension Door
Oh, wait,
just
that's
moves
not
you,
Dimension.
doesn't get you out of, yeah.
Wrong one.
And he just cast banishment, and that's an action. He can't do anything else.
Kevshane's the only one that's still
So
around.
it's
Not-
so it's
That's nice.
Celestina's turn. Celestina and Mibby, yeah. So what's Celestina gonna do?
Well, Celosena's gonna continue to attack the Night King.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't realize
Oh.
Alistair was still
Yes.
alive.
Natural
We're
20.
doing it.
Natural
We're doing
20.
it, guys.
Oh.
Max damage plus roll damage for the attack.
Okay, so that's 12 plus 4, so that's 16 damage plus 16 plus 6 is 22 damage on the first hit, and then plus another d6. So 22 on the first hit, and 5 radiant damage as well.
Okay.
And then a second hit. That's going to be a 22. Yeah,
He's
22.
gonna since he has his reaction back, he's gonna parry. So he blocks it.
She just butts him in anger.
All right.
That's her turn.
All right. What's White Nibby doing? White Walker Nibby.
White maybe is seeing Celosina kind of fuck up the Night King a little bit, and is going to.
Cause yeah, White Walker maybe is like literally right beside the Night King still, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a weapon on her, so she can't use any of the weapon attacks.
Oh, that's right.
You got-
You have the Wand of Wonder still. And you
I'm
have
using-
Death Knight spells, yeah. And your wizard spells.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
Why are
can't
you
help but think how
tickling him?
funny this is. Because Portobello was just like,
She's just
yeah.
gonna try to. She's gonna try to
Portobello
banish
was gonna crawl this out.
Celosina.
Oh, you're gonna try to banish Celestina too?
Yeah, she's because she was going to banish Portobellum, but didn't work out, and she doesn't have a plus to any charisma save. So
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
banishment's the best way to take Portobello out of the fight. He has shit for charisma.
yeah, she rolled a 5.
So she's
Celosina
banished as
just-
well.
Yeah.
Just into a demi-plane.
Oh no! Now it's just the poor little dog person.
Actually, this is a different. Yeah, no, yeah. So if Mibby was banished, it would be to just a random plane of existence because she's not from this plane. Yeah.
Well, no, Mibby wasn't banished. Celosina was.
No, I'm just saying if Mibby was banished. So yeah, Celestina is sent to a demi-plane,
Dope.
and now there's just White Walkers and Grittooth.
Tooth is like curled up in the bush, just hiding. Like that's where he's gonna be. He's not gonna move.
It's
He's
his
not gonna
home.
disrupt his sneak action. Like this is his new home now.
It's just like a layer of frosted ice. This just goes.
This poor little foul-mouthed orphan did not know what he was getting into. Like this is just
And you hear and as these White Walkers start roaming around, Gertruth, you hear the sound of more crows, and you look over in the distance behind you, like around the tree, and you see an army of the dead slowly moving through the forest, hundreds upon hundreds of just whites and the dead. And I guess that's where we're gonna end the one shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
so. What happens if you wait? Hold on. I'm actually seeing if there's a way I could return.
Yeah,
'Cause
if concentration's dropped off of banishment.
Oh, did
Yeah,
he roll for
concentration, yeah.
did he roll for concentration when
hold
Celusina
on.
hit him?
Oh,
I need to
Did
read
he
the rules
roll?
for this. Hold on, yeah, because the session might not be done.
Yeah. roll for his concentration
Duration
after
1 minute.
Celusina
Concentration,
hit him.
yeah. So what would I need to roll for concentration?
You roll a d20 and it's 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher, and Celusina hit him for I think it was 22 plus her radiant damage. I can't remember what her radiant damage was.
So
I think it was like 3 or something.
so
I
there's
think it
there's a
would've been
chance
4.
Portobellum's just coming back, like a high chance.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, you just
natural
roll
20.
d20.
oh nope.
Not even lying. Natural 20.
Boom.
Nice.
So
Better
Portobellum
keep
does not come
recapping.
back. So yeah, banishment sticks, and that's where we're ending the session. Is this army of the dead moves through the forest? That's totally not canonical. So, because old
Yeah.
Dilly died from a heart attack after burning down the chocolate factory,
Oh yeah.
and maybe is still in, Waterdeep.
Maybe he's doing maybe things.
And Portobellum
trying to
is
figure out how to
still
become
in the
lit.
city below where I sent him at the end of the Pandemonium one shot.
It's like, damn it, I'm back here again.
But thanks for watching our god awful one shot. We'll be back in like 5 hours with the pirate campaign. So until then, have fun.
By the way,
I'll drink some more Baja Blast.
By the way, thanks Justin for having this impromptu thing. I
Yeah.
had like other stuff that I thought we were gonna do these other campaigns, and when they fell down, I was just like, well, gosh. But then
I was like, what am I gonna do today?
yeah, when you suggested this one shot, I was like, oh my god, thank you. This is gonna be great.
This
I
was-
had some fun.
This was as stupid as it needed to be.
Yeah. Got rid of the whole murder mystery aspect of it.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like, nah.
we have a 2. We have a level 2 dude. I don't even know his class.
Rogue.
And then we have this level 17 druid who's just like, fuck it.
Yeah, honestly, if he hadn't gotten banished, Investor of Flame was about to come up, and he was about to start wrecking shit. Cause like anytime something ends its turn within 5 feet, it takes 1d10 fire damage, and around a bunch of stuff weak to fire, that was going to start adding up.
Man.
And I'm a bit fuzzy on the lore, but I'm pretty sure if you kill the White King, all the others fall or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Well, we don't know yet. Yeah. But that's one of
true.
the theories. This made me really want to do a snowy, like, zombie apocalypse campaign with White Walkers. So I think that might be campaign 3 after the pirate campaign.
Dude, I loved the little zombie apocalypse thing we had with your. We didn't record it or anything, but it was that.
Oh yeah, the
that-
Fate or my own like RPG system one shot.
The New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
one.
that was
Yeah.
fun.
That was I really enjoyed like the
I might
snowy
do that.
atmosphere of that too.
I might
how
try to
you were
do
explaining that.
like do something like that again.
Yeah.
For the
was,
anniversary thing stuff. But yeah, thanks for tuning into this awful one shot, guys. I'll save all the major announcements that I had planned for today for the pirate campaign, just because it makes sense. And there's really nobody watching this. So yeah, as per usual, we're just gonna bounce out of here. We'll be back in about 5 hours with the pirate campaign. Not using Google Hangouts. I'm gonna try to get Discord video working again because for some reason my Zoom subscription didn't get paid for, so that sucks. So without further ado, bye everyone.
Later.
Yay.